In the headlines, Cần Thơ City leader visited former Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng and former Deputy Prime Minister Trương Vĩnh Trọng in Ho Chi Minh City on the occasion of Lunar New Year 2021. Opening ceremony of the Spring Newspaper Festival of Cần Thơ City in the Lunar New Year of the Buffalo 2021. Vietnamese see off ông Táo to heaven on December 23rd of the lunar calendar. Hello, it's great to see you back here in this edition of Cần Thơ News and Top News today. On the occasion of the approaching Lunar New Year, on the morning of February 4th, member of Party Central Executive Committee, Party Secretary of Cần Thơ City Lê Quang Mạnh, and the delegation of city officers visited former Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng, former Deputy Prime Minister Trương Vĩnh Trọng in Ho Chi Minh City. Party Secretary Lê Quang Mạnh expressed his respect towards the great contributions of former Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng and former Deputy Prime Minister Trương Vĩnh Trọng to the revolutionary mission as well as current national reform. At the same time, stated that they are the role models in leadership, the relationship with people, and the devotion to the nation. Cần Thơ City Party Secretary Lê Quang Mạnh respectfully offers his wishes of health and prosperity to former Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister to continue contributing their valuable experience to enhance the government's and national operations, he added. On the same day, February 4, Standing Vice Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Council Phạm Văn Hiểu, and many leaders of Cần Thơ City and of Ninh Kiều District had an intimate meeting with about 100 typical policy classified families of 11 wards in the district. Speaking with the families, Standing Vice Secretary of Cần Thơ City Party Committee expressed his deep gratitude toward the policy classified families and contributors who devoted their lives to national revolutionary mission and city development. Leaders of Cần Thơ City presented 1 million Vietnam dong to each family, while Ninh Kiều District offered each family a gift of 500,000 Vietnam dong with funds taken from the local compensation funds. There are 8,300 cases in Ninh Kiều District classified for receiving death presents in the Lunar New Year 2021, with funds for these activities mobilized from many sources. On the morning of February 4th, leaders of armed forces units, including Regiment No. 917, Division No. 370, and Cần Thơ Military Headquarters, arrived to offer death wishes at Cần Thơ City People's Committee. Receiving the delegation of Air Defense Regiment No. 917, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Hồng gladly briefed the achievements of the city in 2020. Leaders of Regiment No. 917 sent his best regards to all officers, public civil servants, and Cần Thơ residents of the new lunar year 2021, while wished the city a new year full of victories, become more and more modern and civilized. On the morning of February 4th, the Spring Newspaper Festival of Cần Thơ City in the Lunar New Year 2021, co-organized by Cần Thơ Department of Culture, Sports and Tourism and the city's Journalists Association, opened in the public library of Cần Thơ City. This is one of the series of events to celebrate the party and the season of spring, the 91st founding anniversary of the Communist Party of Vietnam, and the success of the 13th National Party Congress. Attending and cutting the opening ribbon was Standing Vice Secretary of the City Party Committee, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Council Phạm Văn Hiểu, Vice Secretary of the City Party Committee, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trương Việt Trung, and members of the City Party Standing Board. The Spring Newspaper Festival of Cần Thơ City in the Lunar New Year of the Buffalo 2021 is a collection of nearly 2,000 prints in the fields of politics, society, science, technology, economics, culture, arts, security, and national defense. Spring publication for children, and spring newspaper of 63 provinces and cities nationwide. Thereby, the festival keeps readers informed about the situation of Vietnam and the world in the past years, especially about the achievements of Vietnam in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic and the leadership of the Communist Party of Vietnam in national defense and development, and at the same time cultivates the reading culture in the community. The Spring Newspaper Festival of Cần Thơ City is open from February 4th to March 12, 2021, or December 23, 2020 to January 29, 2021 of the lunar calendar, even on dead holidays. The Steering Board for the Prevention and Control of COVID-19 in Cần Thơ City informed that from January 28 to present, the city has checked and conducted epidemiological investigation and tested 115 cases coming from infected localities. All results show negative to SARS-CoV-2 for the first time. The prevention of COVID-19 epidemic for flights coming to Cần Thơ city is being promoted. The health sector has conducted COVID-19 testing for 166 staff working in Cần Thơ International Airport and centralized quarantine areas. All had negative results for the first time to SARS-CoV-2. The health sector is coordinating with the City Public Security, Department of Transport and concerned units to promote strict supervision of the city entrance through Cần Thơ International Airport. For international flights, all entrants must be supervised in terms of body temperature, declare health and be isolated in accordance with regulation. For domestic flights, all passengers must declare health and have their body temperature supervised. Ông Táo or Táo Vương, also known as the kitchen god, is regarded in Vietnamese culture as the advocate of Vietnamese families with the gods, or the emissary between heaven and earth. This custom is closely related to the ancient belief of fire worship, or in other words, the custom of worshipping Ông Táo was a form of concretizing the fire worshipping belief from the dawn of humankind.
Every year, each early on December 23rd, Mrs. Nguyễn Thị Tư, 83 years old, living in Long Tuyền Ward, Binh Thủy District, Cần Thơ City, asks her descendants to take her to the market. She wants to purchase gifts and cakes to see up Ông Táo to heaven. Miss Tư, with her grandchildren, present gifts on the table. In addition to cakes, jam, watermelon, flowers, the offerings include salted rice and betel and areca. Every year, we must see of Ông Táo with cakes, betel, areca, salted rice, flowers. We must worship all. Only 2 times a year, we see of Ông Táo and welcome grandparents home, like today, for example. Where is fire, wood and stove, we see of Ông Táo. So we worship Ông Táo and see up Ông Táo to heaven. From simple places of worship, thatched roofs, thatched huts, tents, then gradually there are luxurious houses. The custom of worshipping Ông Táo still be remained, although the form of the stove has changed. Today, most families have used gas stoves, electric stoves instead of wood stoves and charcoal stoves. However, when the new year ends, most of them still keep the old customs, making a ceremony to see of Ông Táo to heaven on December 23rd of the lunar calendar. It is also a way to teach children meaningful customs that have been continued through generations. I noticed that my grandmother and my father prefer rice cakes. I also noticed that we should to follow and see of Ông Táo to heaven, so that later on, I also learned to show for the next generation to learn the way that grandparents worshipped. I stood beside her to learn to worship. After worshipping Ông Táo to heaven, everyone started cleaning the house, cleaning the ancestral altar very carefully. Then they make jam, wrap the cakes with strong flavor of home. Stories that connect the neighbors' feelings are never ending. That really comes from December 23rd.
Up next, we have the updated weather forecast. That is all for this edition of Cần Thơ News. To watch the bulletin again or for more information, please log on to our website at canthtv.vn. And now, thank you so much for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.